Every morning, before I check my phone, have coffee, or do anything else, even before my native language kicks in, I start my day with 15 minutes simple speaking practice. This is my favorite exercise, and the really interesting part is that moment when you wake up one day and suddenly realize that you're thinking and speaking in your target language, not in your native language. This is magic. Hey there, I'm Katie. I'm an English teacher. I've been teaching English for over 10 years. Other than my native language, I also speak Arabic and English fluently. And today, I want to share with you one of the most effective speaking exercises that I personally do. So let's get straight into it. I break this 15-minute speaking exercise into 3 parts. The first 5 minutes, the second 5 minutes, and the third 5 minutes. And each part prepares you for the next one. Let's start with the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes is called the raw material. First, you need to give your brain something to think about. So, go to YouTube and find a video that is around 5 minutes long on a topic that you're genuinely interested in. For example, I'm really into health. So today, I really want to learn why walking every day is good for you. This is something that I'm genuinely curious about. So I'll go to YouTube and search for why walking every day is good for you. All right, let's see what we can find. Oh, look at this one. How walking can affect your body. It's about 5 minutes long and it's from TED-Ed, which is a great resource for listening practice. So this one is perfect. Now use these 5 minutes for listening. I want you to watch the video to just get the main idea of what it's being said. Don't try to understand everything. If you don't understand a sentence, that's totally fine. Don't pause. Don't go back. Do not translate it. Just let it go and keep listening. You're not studying for an exam, so don't worry about small details. You're just listening and paying attention to how people talk about this topic in English. Now, as you're listening, I want you to do one simple thing. Write down 4 or 5 new words and expressions that you think would be useful for you. Maybe you hear an expression that you've never heard before and you think, oh, that's a useful expression. I can use that. Write it down. Or maybe you hear a word that you already know, but you notice that native speakers are using it in different ways. Write it down too. But don't try to write down every new word or expression. There might be 30 new words. There might be 50 new words. Just pick 4 or 5 new words that you think are actually useful to use when you speak. All right, let's move on to the second 5 minutes. I call this part building. So you're going to learn those 4 to 5 new words that you wrote down while you were watching the video. Take each word and look it up. You can use Cambridge, Oxford, Merriam-Webster, or even ChatGPT. But be careful. This is exactly where most language learners make a mistake. They look up the meaning of a word in the dictionary, memorize it for a second, and then move on to the next word. But we don't do that. Understand what it really means. Learn it deeply, how people actually use it. Look at some example sentences and pay attention to the context. And most important thing, make your own sentence with it. Don't copy a sentence from the video or from the dictionary. Make it personal and create your own sentence with the new word. For example, let's say you learned the expression cut down on something, which means to reduce the amount of something you eat, drink, do, or use, because you think there's too much of it. You learned it, right? Now create your own sentences with it. Like if you drink 5 cups of coffee every day and you think you want to drink less, you can say, I want to cut down on coffee. It means I want to drink less coffee. So this is the meaning of cut down on something. You can say something like, I need to cut down on sugar because I eat too much cake. She wants to cut down on social media. Now you're doing something different. See, you're not just learning what the expression means, you're learning how to use it. You're practicing how to create your own sentence with it. You're consuming it. Remember how I said at the beginning of this video that these 3 steps are connected? First, you watched the video, and as you were listening, you wrote down 4 to 5 new words. Then you learned how to use those words. And now we're gonna bring everything together in the final step. Okay, it's time for the third 5 minutes. I call it use it. This is where you're going to speak, but speak about what? About the same topic as the video you just watched. If you watched a video about the benefits of walking, talk about the benefits of walking. And this is where this exercise becomes so powerful. You don't have to sit there and think, okay, I want to practice speaking, but what should I talk about? I don't know what to say. You already have an idea. You've just watched an entire video about this topic. I want you to do this. Imagine you're talking to a friend. Your friend didn't watch the video, right? So tell your friend what the video was about. You can start with something like, I watched a video about blah, 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 then explain. What did the speaker say? What were the most interesting points? And most importantly, what do you think? Add your opinion too. Tell your friend, what do you think about the video? Your only job is to use those 4 or 5 new words that you just learned a few minutes ago and speak. So use those words to explain to your imaginary friend what the video was about. You don't have to speak perfectly. Your grammar doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to plan everything in advance. Just start talking and keep going for 5 minutes. Even if you forget a word, keep going. Even if you make a grammar mistake, keep going. You must move from this point to this point. This is how, through practice, your brain can move much faster from understanding English to actually using English. This exercise has 2 rules. Number 1, do it in the morning. As soon as you wake up, before you do anything, let your brain and your mouth to think and speak in English. You can do it while you're waiting for your coffee to brew. Wow, what an interesting moment. And number 2, do it every single day. No excuses. Don't tell me, Katie, I didn't practice today because I didn't have 15 minutes. Well, I believe you missed it because you didn't make it a priority. So, if you do it every single day, after 3 months, you'll have learned nearly 500 new words and you'll be using them in everyday conversations. Your listening skills will improve tremendously. And that thing that I said at the beginning of the video will gradually start to happen. One day, you'll wake up and realize that you're thinking and speaking in your target language, not in your native language. There's one sentence that I've told myself for years. You have no excuse because you're gonna wake up in the morning anyway. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video.